Hello and welcome to another live Raggy's beer review from the Smiling Grape, aka Low Cost Beer Advent Calendar. Today is day 7, so I need to find day 7. So we'll dive straight in. Oh God, get me on. I do not make these easy to get into, these bloody boxes. So we go over to Turning Point Brew Company again. There we go. Here we go. Turning Point Brew Company for their Virtue is Lost, a Guava, vanilla and cacao sour. I'm sure I've had this before. At the Vat and Fiddle in Nottingham. A tart and fruity guava sour balanced with the sweetness of vanilla and cacao. Good evening, Darren. 5.3%. So, got a glass. Yeah. Cleanish. And a good evening, Kevin. And it's just stopped raining in Nottingham. Belted it down all night long. I'll tell you what, near my Newark workplace, they've closed the roads and closed the bridge because the River Trent's really high. I'm not surprised. So here we go. There's the pour. Good evening, Benjamin. So another turning point. That's the second so far. And I'm sure that I've seen a couple of verdants, whatever you call them. So I did actually put it on for 9 o'clock, but I've got home 10 minutes early, so I thought, oh, here we go. Oh, that hurts. So that's actually a really nice looking beer. Lovely, vibrant orange yellow colour. Nice white head on there. Good evening, Neil. And oh, the nose. No, that's nice. What did it say it was again? Guava, vanilla and cacao. Smell the guava for sure. And about the vanilla yet, but like I say, I'm sure I've had this on cask or keg at the Vat and Fiddle earlier in the year. I was down there for the Castle Rock Yard party, and we had it drank in there first, then went in. Oh, bloody hell, that's tarty. I'm drinking Cloudwater Dipper version 15. Very expensive there. Beer, cracker though. How expensive is very expensive out of curiosity. Like I said, at the moment, I'm looking at Christmas and I'm thinking, do I really need to review, to buy any more beers with all what I've got and what I've got coming? So I ain't got a lot of big beers, apart from the 3 that are sitting there in that box. Most of the beers I've got are actually lowish ABV, but I'm sure I'll enjoy them one way or the other. 8 quid. Yeah. Price of beers these days, even at places like Smiling Grape, low cost beer, the price of their beers are, compared to this time last year, the prices are balmy. But then again, that's the same in the shops, isn't it? The price of food is ridiculous. Albeit, butter has actually gone down in price. It was $1.99 for a tub for a piece of butter. It's now $1.69. So just goes to show you. And obviously, petrol's starting to come down. Good evening, Thomas. So yeah, lovely looking beer from Turning Point. Oh, that's showing up on the camera. Yeah, just got in from Scunning, about to crack open a much needed beer. Fair play, fair play. Dipper Tout Belgian Dipper, 8% from Smiling Grape. Right, what on can or in Panda Pot bottle form? I love the Panda Pot bottles. The only thing with the Panda Pot bottles, certainly the craft, the double IPAs, need to be drinking them relatively quickly, and it always seems to be Azvecs that do seem to go a bit funny in colour if you leave it too long. The others seem to be all right. Twice it's happened to me, and it was Azvecs both times. 330ml can, fair play. So yeah, really tarty beer, bloody hell. There was a time when I wouldn't touch a sour but nowadays I can drink a sour. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago when I did the partisan beers, brewery beers, The wine aged sours, bloody hell, 2 nights on the run. Oh, that is tarty. Oh yeah. Sour's not your fave? No. I mean, we all have a beer style that's our favourite, don't we? Or beers that we like. I mean, I absolutely love Imperial Stouts. That's by the by. But obviously, I'm not so keen on the likes of Hoegaarden. I'm not really keen on Belgian beers, to be honest. I'll drink Duvel, but I wouldn't say it's a beer that I could drink 10 of, like certain beer reviewers did the other year. Scott, Simon, and the Hooligan, and yeah. Favorite Nipah or lager, special occasion Imperial Stout. Again, lagers at the right time. A lager is a very decent beer to be drinking. I've no issues drinking lager. You know, on a day when it's hot as hell, to just drop a lager down your mouth, you can't fault that at all. Not at all. Absolutely love the colour on this. Beautiful looking beer. I do like German lager, to be specific. Yeah. Not your Stellas then. Yeah. I do need to look into more German lagers this year. At some stage, I'll do an order from Trembling Madness. Good evening, Darren. I haven't bought any St. Peter's this Christmas. I did do some St. Peter's reviews that were sent to me by Beery Beast in the East, very kindly. Yeah, not talking about Stella's Foster's calling. No, keep that shite away. Yeah, I mean, everybody drinks what they drink. You know, in the grand scheme of things, we all like what we like. Oh, that is potent, the aroma. That guava. Sending shivers through my bones. Yeah, do want to do more German lagers and that. And I think Trembling Madness or Beers of Europe could be a place for me to get an order from and see see what's out there. I mean, Beers of Europe, I didn't realise when I was in Norwich, well, on the way to Great Yarmouth, that Beers of Europe was in Norwich or somewhere around that bloody area. Good evening, Mr. Stout King. I'm drinking a very nice glass of Malbec. I tell you what, I do like me wines. I've entered a load of competitions tonight. Good evening, Carla. It was due to start at 9, but I couldn't bother to wait. My chicken's cooking, and I thought, well, I'll let the chicken go. It's only drumsticks. I'll let the chicken go cold. Might give you a free Stone the Crow t-shirt. Yeah, I know. That's the one reason why I haven't bought anything since from them, because I seen that when I went on their site. I looked and I thought, oh, for God's sakes. So yeah. Raggy needs to stay off the wine and spirits. Well, yeah. They are my Achilles heel, especially when you drink too much. Sainsbury's has got a new German beer, £2.50. What's the beer? Not Spaten. I know Spaten's in there, unless it's a really new one. Right, that's interesting. What's the Malbec, by the way, out of curiosity? Stella on the Perfect Draft from Belgium was my fave keg. Good evening, Tad. How are you? Stella from Belgium, though, is not Stella from the UK, is it? Stella that's in the UK is crap. The Stella that's actually from Belgium is the proper version of Stella. The stuff that's ever here that's rebrewed here don't taste anything like. Well, the water's not the same for starters. So obviously, it's like when some of our local beers are mass brewed over at Marston's, and they ain't the same. Although I always thought Castle Rock's Harvest Pale, it's bottled at Marston's, but apparently it's actually brewed here, but it don't taste anywhere near as good as it does when it comes out of cask, which is very interesting. I'm drinking a Black Forest Gatto Stout from Northern Monk. Got a few different cans from Sainsbury's Daybook this evening. My old workplace. Yeah. 4 years working there. And then 1 year at Beeston and Castle Marina. Oh, shit. Not the best place, Castle Marina. And neither the staff, just not good staff. And that's me being nice. Yeah, but the Black Forest Gatto, that was on at the Tap House in Nottingham. But the Tap House was okay, but you could get very expensive very quickly if you're drunk and you go up and you start pouring beers out, and then you take your card in at the end, 60, 70 quid, easy. Authentic Stella, decent, same price to Heineken. Remember getting a box of 12 in a box from Sainsbury's, cost about 12. Imported Heineken, yes. Yeah, the good stuff coming from abroad. I used to like Heineken, used to be my favourite years ago. It's amazing how your taste buds change over the years. I won't even touch Heineken these days, to be fair. All changed, moved house and just setting up my brew shed now. Oh, bless you. I need to go back into brewing after Christmas. Grain brewing, that is. And maybe the odd kit as well. Once everything settles down and, life, you're not paying out for Christmas, although it's my wife's 50th next year. So, yeah, there's always paying out to do. There's always something, isn't there? Cars, something for the house or, something. Good evening, Addy. On a hot summer's day in the pub, I would pick Heineken, no problem. Yeah, I mean, years ago, before I got into real ales, Heineken and for some reason Mansfield Best Bitter are my favourites, and these days I won't touch Mansfield Best Bitter because it's I'm not telling that, should give me a good hiding. But yeah, Mansfield Best Bitter these days, last time I had it, it was disgusting. Marston's again have royally messed that up. You forget that Marston's bought Mansfield Brewery, as well as lots of other breweries in the country that they're all just getting rid of now. I mean, they got rid of Mansfield years and years ago, and what a shame. Going to get a cake for Mrs. Wagget at some point. I remember that time I shipped that cake down to that person who bought me a load of beers from low cost, and bloody hell, the shipping with Royal Mail was ridiculous. Never doing bloody shipping with Royal Mail again. It was like 30 odd quid to ship a cake. I could have gone to somewhere like DPD or somewhere like that and got it for a tenner. Didn't realise that, obviously. Ringwood down the pan. I actually went past Ringwood, to be fair. Yeah, Ringwood Brewery. Yeah, I went past it, didn't stop. I watched the Vocation Barrel Aged Mint Imperial Stout last night. It's like smelling one of your own farts. She said, yes. That might have been the second one. Because the second time I had that, it did not. There was something not quite right with the bottle. Sour it is, I suppose, with some of them. But the first one was fine. Yeah. Vocation Mint bit was a bargain, but it was a bargain. But yeah, I think Ringwood, I think Marston's will offload all the breweries and brew it all at Burton. They've decimated the Richwood brand, as we talked about in a different review. I would drive to Nottingham, no problem. Was it that massage parlour Harry likes? Oh, Bubbles in Snanton Market. So just on the outskirts of Snanton Market, if you didn't know, and I didn't know this till I drove by one day and I'd seen it, Bubbles Massage. And I thought, what the hell's Bubbles Massage? I mean, you can guess. And then you go on the website, if you're being curious, as I was, and yeah, very eye-opening. Some of the photos and stuff. Yeah, obviously you can see what sort of massaging goes off there. But yeah, well, Green King did the same to good evening, Mr. Bay in Buildings. Green King did the same to Hardy and Anson's in Kimberley. Bought it. Now it's been built on now. So closed it down, took the pubs, So all the Kimberley ale pubs are now Hardy and Hanson, Green Kings. Close the pubs and you can't even get that beer there now. Shit. And then they've got Rocking Rudolph. They're putting that out as the beer of Christmas. Yeah, the Nottingham beer of Christmas. DV Katina, 12 quid from Sainsbury's. Expensive, but fucking great Malbec. Oh, fair play, fair play. I do like a decent Malbec. I don't think you can go wrong with Yellowtail. Yellowtail Malbec is absolutely stunning. German beer from Sainsbury's, Wahai Stefana. They used to have it years ago, Darren. Yeah. It's a nice beer, though. It is a nice beer. Bubbles, wasn't that Jackson Chimp? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Bless his little cotton sockers. Although, who knows what was going off with Michael Jackson? And, you know, was he a kid in a man's body in a lot of ways? Or was he something else? Or was he another Jimmy Savile? That begs the question. And I'd hope not. But you stop having kids stop round in your bedrooms, your 2-floor bedrooms. I don't know. That's a bit strange. I bet Bubbles did see some shit. Yeah. If any could talk. Hey. Yeah, could you imagine? Dirty bastard. But anyway, yeah. Rocking Rudolph. Remember the pump clip with the red flashing reindeer nose? No, I don't remember that, to be honest. No, don't see it anywhere. It's funny, you know, because we've got a Green King pub literally on our doorstep, 2 of them, and yet neither pub has Rocking Rudolph on cask. They're missing the trick, aren't they? It's like Green King Mild. Green King Mild is actually a really, really nice mild. However, you never see it. All you see on cask is bloody Old Speckled M and what's the other bugger? Abbott Ale, the second best beer in Britain at the Great British Beer Festival. You know, those blind tasting camera judges who blind tasted it and gave it second place. Yeah. Second place is a tenner. Yeah. Here's 20 quid. Get second place, mate. Oh, fair as you. Yeah, we know. Green King pubs in my area, but all they have is Abbott Ale or some rubbish. Yeah. Old Speckled. Yeah. To say what they've got. I mean, obviously, Green King have got a lot of it. I've had a few of their specials. Nothing up to much. Green King IPA, yeah, again, bland. I mean, you've got the IPA Reserve and the IPA Gold, you know. Yeah, I don't like Spoon's owners, you know, especially after what they did in COVID. But for people on the low wage, Spoon's is a good place to go and get some cask beer if you can't afford. They, you know, they don't buy that. They don't pay a lot for their beer, and they will go for beer that's getting towards the end of date so they can get it cheap. But you know, some of the breweries near me is chucking their beer at Morrison at Spoon's, and doing well. My local Spoon's has Bradfield Belgian Blue Christmas beer on tap. Wow. Yeah. Funny thing is, we don't really go into Wetherspoons much, to be fair. Even though we've got one on our doorstep in Sherwood, although it's not the nicest spoons in the world, to be fair. Yeah, you do get some elements in there. Yeah, as well, there's bouncers on the door. My Tesco in Ireland has drastically reduced Old Speckled M to near nothing. Ooh, that's interesting. Belgian Blue, I'd love to have it on cask. Cheaper to get a pint in Wetherspoons than it is to get a bottle from the brewery. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with Wetherspoons. Obviously, they're not making much money on the beer, but you know, if you're getting the volume in, then you're going to make the money in the long run anyway, because people will go and they'll have 5 or 6 pints in there. So, yeah, I mean, the food's okay sometimes. It's cheap and cheerful. I suppose people on the budget, you know, I'd rather pay £2.70 for a pint in there than £7 for a third of somebody who's being a bit greedy with their bloody pricing. you know, Imperial Stout. £5, yeah. £7, no, that's greed. Whoa. Few shops on from Greg's in Arnold. I've seen the two that are in the middle near Wilco's. Good evening, Sam. That's what I thought, Tad. Yeah, where Wilco's was, there's two there near Birds, and oh god, we went by. There was bouncers both sides. The amount of riffraff that was in both them bars, just walked past. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near there. They'll be scrapping later, and they did none of the clientele did not look great. It is this from Turning Point, so it's a guava, vanilla, and cacao sour, 5.3%. Yeah. Oh, I won't touch him with a barge pole. Yeah, you ain't getting no decent beer in there. You might get a thump. That's about it. Cooper out. Good evening, Alex. I feel sorry for Steve Cooper. He absolutely loves Nottingham Forest, but I personally think we bought too many players. Like last year, we're missing the best player in the Forest team, and we sold Brennan Johnson as well. And we can't defend for shit, as seen last night. And it's like these players don't have any heart for Forest. Do you know, a lot of them, I'd fuck them off. I'm gotta be honest, a lot of these foreign players they've bought, I won't have them. Because it wasn't them who got us up, you know. And they're not playing with heart for the club. And it winds you up. They're coming in, getting big wages. I'd offload the lot, I would. I'd look at last night, and if I was the chairman as well, I'd look at last night and say to them, if you don't pull your weight, we're going to get rid of you. They're not bothered anyway. Money in it. They don't care. Spoons near me as a cracker. Only opened a year or so ago. Fitted out, always rammed. That's the problem as well. I can't be done with pubs that are overly rammed. I don't mind going in busy pubs, but I can't be done with it. Colin Gunn's ex-wife that owns them. Owns both. Oh. Yeah, you don't want to start troubling there and get a name. Get yourself a right pasting. Yeah. Do you know, in some ways, I'd rather Forest were back in the Championship and back with players who actually cared for the club, not for these bloody prats that we've got at the moment. And to be honest, I've lost any interest at the moment because I don't know who's playing anymore. I don't even know the players. So I'm not even keeping an ear out on who's playing or what. I love Nottingham Forest, but we're going down that route where you don't know the players anymore. I'm a Sheffield United fan. They're suffering as well, aren't they? Sometimes the Premiership's not all it's cracked up to be. You know, unless you're doing well. If you're not doing well, then you spend all these money, and you know, if Forest aren't very lucky, we could go down and with a massive flipping wage bill. Can't complain about my local spoons. Never seems to be full of riffraff. Carpets aren't sticking. Tables are kept clear, unlike in some of the glasses left to stack up. Yeah, our local one in Sherwood's not the greatest either. No. And the one in Arnold's even worse. Yeah, good place for a scrap. We had our Sainsbury's Christmas do in the one in Arnold, and one bloke wiped the table with the glasses. He fell out with his partner, shall we say, and yeah, he went like that straight across the table. And Harry didn't get sacked at work for that because it made Sainsbury's look bad. I'm a blade. We are suffering, forced to sell our two best players after getting promoted. This is the problem, isn't it, Benjamin? And then they bring other players in, and they don't care, you know. It's the same as in any workplace. At the Arboretum when I was there, we had a set of gardeners that they were the best you could get. A lot of them left or retired. Then we started getting these idiots that didn't give a shit, and people off the cleansing who wanted to do gardening because it was easy. Wasn't easy. Not if you actually put your oar in. And in the end, we were top class park, and it went to bugger all. And now it's a shithole. both on short contracts, keen to move on. That's the problem, isn't it? Oh, gosh, I missed that comment. That's what you get for talking and not paying attention. So 1 minute, back up. Footballers should be on a standard wage and bring the prices down of the stadium of the seating. I had a sour worm ale yesterday that had the actual candy sour worms in the brew, plus lemon, lime, and orange. It was surprisingly epic, sour, tart, and sweet, but well balanced. The sweetness, yeah. Ooh. Erne Ale isn't a nice place. It isn't, Carla. No. Robin Hood is a nice place to go in Holland. Certainly, yeah. Robin Hood's decent. Good set of beer on the bar. Apart from when they have the Everards on. I can't stand Everards. I went in the other month and they had like 7 Everards lines on out of 20. And yeah, it was a poor show. Yeah, ended up having one beer and walked back out again. I went to the Abdication in Daybrook, which is a cracking little pub. Abdication micro pub. Good set of cask beer, keg beer, and more importantly, cheap. They don't care about robbing the customers for money. They sell it at a lowish price, and you can't fault them for that because it gets the people in. Good community. It's a great community pub as well. So back to this beer. 26 minutes already. It's amazing how time flies when you're doing this. So I like Turning Point Brew Company. They've done collaborations with Castle Rock, Liquid Light. I'm not sure if they've done one with Neon Raptor. But look at the pour on that. Beautiful looking pour. Lovely orangey yellow pour, depending on the light. And I've just realised. That's better. I can see now. 5.3% tad. As the Handsworth. Well, we went to watch Madness. Welcome to the House of Fun, Madness. Play at the Motor Point in Nottingham, big ice stadium in Nottingham. And £32.50 a ticket, although I didn't pay because it was a wedding present. But the beer, Heineken, £7.50. Guinness, £7.50 a pint. £7.50. I fucking sat there and thought, I'm not drinking that. I'm not fucking drinking. Plus, to be fair, when I walked up the stairs the first time, I'm like, I'm no fucking not drinking in here anyway. I'll fall down and fucking break my neck. I mean, I fell over the other day and went into a fence and did that. And now my whole arm's aching here. Got a really bad ache on the arm. So, yeah, I'm as clumsy as they come. You might have noticed. Still got a scar here to prove it, yeah. And might not be going to craft beer festivals next year. If I can't trust myself not to fall over, then I'm not going. I'd rather sit at home and drink, do the beer reviews, and at home, safer, less chance of falling ever. Although I can fall down my steps on my decking, and I have done before, and that bloody hurts as well. So I drink tap water at gigs. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Jamie, and good evening. So flipping pricey. Sherwood Manor, Nottingham. Yeah, Green King. Is it Green King? I think it is Green King. And again, not a great pub. You know, you look at the clientele that goes in, it's like, oh, it's more like a sports pub these days. Do you know, Benjamin, I'm coming to the conclusion that beer festivals, you pay, if you look at Robin Hood Beer Festival this year, 25 quid for a ticket for Friday, 10 quid for a ticket for Wednesday. The opening day, Wednesday, 10 quid. All the beers on Wednesday, all the good beer. Friday, shit beer. Because a lot of the good stuff's already gone. Hoping Santa brings me some NCBF tickets. Hey, fair play. But I do wonder whether I'll bother, because 25 quid each, that's 50 quid. I'm 50 quid down, bus fare. And by the time you put all these things into effect, that, you know, you're paying 100 quid or so, and you're getting about the equivalent of about 5 pints. And that is a lot. a lot for what it is. Yeah, you'll have a good time, but you can go to the pub and have a good time, especially if you go to the right pubs. So here at the MCG for footy and cricket, we pay about $13 for one beer, and it's shit beer. Oof. You love Sheffield Tap and Duck and Fox. I will when I come over. Yeah. Hoping to get over in January if I've got any pennies at least. We should have a homebrew festival. That'd be something. Yeah, you won't be walking if I'd brew anything. That Green King IPA is so pedestrian, makes you wonder who makes the choice to go for all over the IPAs on the market. Yeah, Green King IPA is not the best, especially when you've tried lots of different IPAs. When you're new into the world of beer, Green King IPA, you'll taste it and you think, that's not bad. Now you go back to it and you're like, I don't like, if it's the last thing, oof. Going to a beer festival in January, £4 entry, early bird ticket, and that includes a glass. Can't fault that. I'm personally thinking that next year, Robin Hood Beer Festival, if I can get some tickets for me, the wife, and our friends off some brewers, get 5 tickets, go down on the Wednesday, have a great time on the Wednesday, come away for about 8 o'clock, 8:30, 3 tickets, get a few tokens in with the tickets, spend, bus fare and that to get down there and get back home, spend about 30 quid. We've had a good day, and it's not too busy as well. So that might be my thing. And as for Castle Rock's Yard Party next year, not interested. And again, you paid 18 quid to get in, or whatever it was, something daft. And again, by the time you've had your beers, I can go to a craft beer pub any day of the week and tap rooms and get all those beers. So Sheffield Tap is at the train station. Go to the Rutland or Shakespeare pub. Ooh. You spend more than 4 quid on a glass these days to bargain. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I've got enough fucking glasses anyway. Be good to you to revisit John Smith's first ever review on the channel. If I get a can, if there's a can knocking about somewhere cheap, I might, in a shop, I might actually go down that route. I have done it. I have redid it since. Maggie, you need to get trade tickets from your flexible friends at Rouge. I've released commercial bed. Yeah, you'd think somebody would sort me out, wouldn't you? Yeah. Gotta be honest. With the promote, with not that I'm going to say I want free tickets, blah blah blah, but I find it amusing that in Nottingham's beer scene, that I never get invited to like any of the judging things. Probably think I'm a shit judge, but there you go. Is what it is. I never get invited to any of that. Never get trade tickets to most of the events. No one ever comes to me from any of these things and offers. Bit miserable, really, but can't win them all. They obviously don't like me, and I'm good with that. Yeah, I have my own thoughts on what about them, I know. Good evening, Samuel. Where are all the Christmas ales in the supermarkets? Morrison's had 3. Saltaire, White Christmas, Bateman's Rosy Nosy, and another one, Blitzen. I've got next week off. I haven't had any work holidays for 18 months. Oof. I'm just going to relax and probably get sozzled on some hype beer most days. Can't fault you, mate. Oh, bloody hell, that's gone up a bit quick. Let me just scroll back up a second. Those Blue Monkey barrel-aged impies look a bit special, Billy. I'll tell you what, mate. If you've got the 60 quid, obviously money's money, isn't it? But I've had 3 so far, and they are absolute class. Equally as good as anything that Bang the Elephant and Neon Raptor are sticking out. Equally. They've got a lad there called Daniel. He does commercial under the name Good Name Brewing. He's their brewer. And he's the one that, since he's gone there, they're doing this sort of stuff, and them beers are special. Yeah. Blue Monkey putting their name out there in the craft beer market now. When they first come out, it was like, you're the traditional moving into craft beer. But now they're making statements, and you just can't fault it at all. Let me scroll back down there. I bought a few Christmas beers today. It was Sainsbury's and Day, but Winter Porter and, oh yeah, But I know both of them. Yeah, brilliant beers, by the way, Carla. Both made by Hall and Woodhouse. You'll love them. Badger beers. Morrison's, their ale price is like £2.50 for a bottle of Hobgoblin. Yeah, I know. Stupid. Yeah, I don't bother going to Morrison's anymore. Need to go night, guys. We'll tune into the late review tomorrow. Cheers, matey. After I've been out with family, I will consider the Blue Monkey Stouts. Tell you what, mate, they are good. They are very, very good. My girlfriend wants to go out on weekends. I said we can't do it because 2 weeks left before Christmas. Yeah, I mean, we're out tomorrow. I will be home a bit later tomorrow for both reviews, but I will do both reviews live again. But the pricing in Morrison's £2.75 for rain whites. Rain whites. I'll fucking pay more than £1 for it. I picked them up for £1.50 as well. Yeah, because it said £2.50. I thought, I'm not paying £2.50. And then I went in and it said £1.50, and I'm like, top notch, and reviewed them straight away. But I ain't seen Rocky Rudolph. I wanted to review Rocky Rudolph just because of the Nottingham thing, not because of Green King. But no, sadly, couldn't find it. Well, I'm not searching now. I'm not searching for beers. If I don't find them, I don't find them. I went into Aldi today and no Christmas beers in there either. So this is a Guava vanilla and cacao sour, and it lives up to that. It's proper twangy. Turning Point, good brewery. I have had this before on cask or keg. I can't remember which. And it's tasting mighty fine. Big and thick, 5.3%. Twang fest of a beer. The guava is really, I mean, I want, if you said to me, does that taste of guava? I won't know. But because it's the only fruit in this, I can taste it, and it's tasting absolutely spot on. Albeit, watch the bloody thumbnails catch me when I'm pulling the face. But albeit a bit twangy, a way bit twangy. But yeah, can't say I'm getting. I got a hint of vanilla. The cacao, not got any of that at all. So definitely getting the guava, definitely getting the vanilla. Exactly, Samuel. What happened to Bar Humbug? Not been around for 3 years. Not even seen it on cask anywhere either. And that's because Marston's Carlsberg, since Carlsberg bought Marston's, Marston's aren't bringing out any special beers. I think it's just the fact that Carlsberg have got their lager in all the Marston's pubs now. Obviously, Marston's were in debt, massively in debt. 2 more beer and off to bed, fair play. I shall have a late night, beer, as it were. But hopefully get an Imperial Stout from Brewdog sometime. Have you ever been to Brewdog in Nottingham, to the bar? They do an Imperial. I think it's called Jet. Not Jet Black Art. Not the one in supermarkets. But they do one on the bar in Brewdog, and it's absolutely sublime. Yeah. All the good ones. Black Witch was an amazing beer as well, Samuel. They've ruined that brewery. I kind of hope someone buys the Witchwood name back. They only bought Marston's only bought Witchwood for Hobgoblin, because Hobgoblin was a massive brand and still is a massive brand. But the beer itself is absolutely shite compared to what it used to be. Absolutely rubbish. Had it literally about 5-6 months ago, and I couldn't believe how much it's gone down. I used to have it at Sainsbury's, and even then my mate Maria, she was saying, this is no way near the beer it used to be. Now it's like dishwater. Disgusting. It's disgusting, our brands. But Shepherd and Neem, if you've had any of their beers recently, they've put glucose in their beers, and I'll tell you now, if you can taste glucose, and I certainly can, absolutely vile, really is. Right, I better wrap up because I'm going to get a bollocking. Is the Stout and Session IPA a rebadge of an older beer? I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all. Carla, Nottingham is unappealing on a Friday and Saturday night. We're only going in tomorrow to take my son to go and watch, have a look at the Christmas Wonderland, and then we're going to escape to Sneinton, get into, have one in Neon Raptor, one in Liquid Light, and then we're going to tootle home. I'm going to take my Panda Pop bottles, come home and do some reviews at home. Take my Panda Pop bottles, get whatever beers I fancy, and then get home. Hobgoblin Stout in Morrison's. Yeah. All they're doing is bringing out variations of the same theme, using the Hobgoblin name. Wadworth have done it with their beers. And, you know, Spitfire Gold, you know, they're all weakening brands. You know, instead of bringing something new out and interesting. And half the time it's shite anyway. Nottingham's just decent. There's some very, very decent places in Nottingham, albeit not on a Friday or Saturday night. Worst nights of the week to go. Thursday's probably the best. Although that's when the students are out and you see a lot of half-naked people in Nottingham. I mean, I'm no prude, but when I walked into Nottingham one night after going to Beeston, and it's like, shit. I just wished I was 20 years younger, or 30 years younger, maybe. But anyway, let's not going down that route. So yeah, orangey looking pour, very nice. It's lovely. The guava really comes through. The vanilla's in the background. Same on the taste. It's all about the guava, vanilla in the background. I'm in Nottingham in the New Year looking for my aloe wheels. There's a place in Sneinton near Neon Raptor. They do some good aloe wheels. But yeah, another decent beer from Turning Point Brew Company. For me, good 4.3 out of 5. And a nice, very tarty sour beer from them. And that's it. I better knock off to Fox and Crown tomorrow to see what's on the bar. Yeah, we do need to get over. We do need to get over. Yeah. Sometime in the new year. So many places to visit. Never have the chance. And plus also, I'm just one person out of the gang. But yeah, as always, thank you all for watching and commenting, and back on tomorrow. Good beer. Cheers all.